Oh, that's what it was. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Why does it feel like I'm... Oh, let's fix this. Let's fix this. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, people? This is your man Dre Mac. My man Bluminati will not be in tonight. He's handling business. Hot till I die. Look at us, smoke man. Mika. Oh, I can't stand you right now. Oh. Oh, I can't stand you right now. Oh, you got this. No, I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but this is your man Drake Mack again with another episode of the Blurred AF. Of course, like I said, Blue would not be in. Blue has some stuff that was going on, which I understand. He has some obligations. I had some things happen to me, within my family this weekend. That's why I didn't do a live chat. I didn't do anything. If you follow me on Instagram, you kind of already know. So, and then my son literally had an appointment at 7:30 this morning, so I wasn't able to, to get on. Oh, Blue is on. I thought Blue. Look at Blue. Look at
what
Blue.
Up, man?
What's up, man? Are you calling from the car?
Yeah, I'm driving, bro. Driving to go handle this business. I said, let me pop in though.
All right.
So we can see. I got some time on the road. Let me go and talk some shit. Well, excuse me, my bad.
I was like, the sea snake is in. He's like, no, I don't want your offer. Leave me back to my cell. But yeah, I haven't got the show started. I mean, I literally just got on. Well, we just started. I haven't got the show actually started.
Okay.
But hopefully you guys in the chat are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to everybody who rocks with Bluminati and Dre Mac, Mika G, Blurred AF, man. Let's get this thing started, man. Let's go.
What does this button do?
All right. Blue says, I know you're driving.
Yeah.
And I know you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
What you got, man? Let's get this thing off, man. What you want to talk about?
Hey, let's just go and jump. Since I ain't got a lot of time, let's just go and jump into old Pete, man. Pete Parker, dog.
Hey, let me shout out Mika. Mika. Yeah, see, I had this song in my head, and she's getting on my nerves right now. This song is definitely in my head. She over there.
Until I die. Nope, till they smoke me.
Yeah. And she got this song in my head. I can't stand. I hate when people do that. But yeah, let's get into Peter Parker news. Spider-Man literally grossed $1 billion.
Yeah, man.
Worldwide in what, 4 days?
Yeah,
Craziness.
Man. That's
craziness. But it's not surprising. Right. Spider-Man is the most popular. Spider-Man is the most popular character in all of comic book history.
The Himothy. Like I posted, that's Himothy right there.
It's literally, to me, is Spider-Man then Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's Spider-Man then Batman, because as far as like in the zeitgeist of modern culture, you know who Spider-Man is, you know who Batman is. And Spider-Man is so dope that Miles Morales became Spider-Man, and he's just as popular as Peter Parker.
I think it's the kid-friendly side of things, like Spider-Man.
It's
is
very kid friendly.
real kid friendly, real, and he's real relatable with kids. You know what I'm saying? No
Right.
matter how
Kids
grown,
and
what
young,
age group you
yeah,
make him.
kids and young adults, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. And I seen the movie. I didn't do a reaction video to it because, like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, then you already know and a lot of other stuff, personal stuff, family stuff that was going on. So I didn't really get into that, into it. But I seen it twice. I went to go take my youngest kids to go see it, and we saw it in 3D the second time.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a fantastic movie. It's amazing. It's a really good movie.
It's a real good movie. I went to go see it Thursday, and then the bootleg leaked. I watched the. What's up with these movies and the bootleg leaking? Like,
man, you went to Backbuster. That don't even sound right. I can't even say that.
Wow.
I can't. That's a wild right there. So,
nah, that's the wrong leak.
That's the Diddy leak.
But yeah, nah, man, it's the, like I was telling you in the you know, it's the best out of these four Tom Holland Spider-Man. This is the best one.
Yeah,
this is by far the best one. Now I do have my, I guess, my little nitpicks and everything. You know what I'm saying? I did not like Jean Grey's character. I just did, and I know people gonna say, "Oh, you don't understand mutants." I do understand mutants. I think for the plot it works. Jean works for the plot that they set up in Spider-Man. In Spider-Man Brand New Day, she works, right? But I also think another mutant could have worked. I think Typhoid Mary could have worked. I think any, you know what I'm saying? I do.
They ain't care nothing about Typhoid Mary. How do you care about Wonder Man? They damn sure ain't care about no Typhoid Mary.
But I'm just saying, I think she didn't have to be in the movie at all. Because I think it was so much jam. And what I mean by that is they gave us the Hand. They gave us Tombstone. They gave us Scorpion. They gave us a lot of things to play with that I think they could have played with and still had the whole monster inside you analogy. You know what I'm saying?
Like they did in the series.
Yeah. Yeah. But other than that, I ain't mad at Sadie Sink at being Jean Grey. I guess she pulled it off. She still is a small person to me. She still doesn't give off heroic Jean Grey to me.
Yeah, they made her 16 in this, 15, 16 years old. And Sadie Sink's 24. And it's funny because somebody leaked that the girl who was playing her sister, who was playing Sarah, is actually 16. And is taller and bigger than Sadie Sink.
Yeah. That's
and she's
crazy.
24. And Sadie Sink's 24.
Yeah, she's just so small. And seeing her on screen, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know.
They put them boots on her. I know that. To make her look taller, they put them thick boots on her.
They're gonna have to do some thick boots, some lifts, and some damn 4-inch stilettos or something. Like they gonna have to they gotta do, because she just looks so small, man. Just so small. But she did a good job. I will say, with what they gave her, she did a good job. But like I said, that she was, to me, just a generic villain. You know what I mean?
She wasn't really the villain.
Right.
They was telling you the villain was they was telling you who the villain was in the marketing.
In the marketing. They were.
But for some reason, Peter Parker is still stupid. Because in the last movie, who hemmed you up?
Right.
The DDOC.
Yeah.
And then in this movie, you like, well, I mean, I can trust you guys now since you got the Hand over here working for it. What are you talking? Like, man, Peter, your spider senses don't be tingling that much.
Nah. What I do like about this movie is kind of playing on, or what I like, what they're doing with Spider-Man, what they did, like how we found out that trilogy was kind of just like the intro to Spider-Man. All three of those movies was kind of like the intro.
Him
then with this
going
fourth
into
movie,
adulthood.
right? And with this fourth movie, it's like, nah, this is the movie where he actually becomes Spider-Man. He gets
Spider-Man, yes.
his powers is enhanced and all. You know what I'm saying? So I like how they do that. That's kind of some creative writing. But yeah, nah, great movie, man. Great movie. I wish that we only got Lonnie for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, we got a lot of people for 5 seconds that I thought was gonna have a bigger role. Here's what I think about Sadie Sink's character. With her playing Jean Grey, this literally remind me, and I don't know if you guys remember, if you're younger or older, they're saying that the stream is lagging.
Is that on me? Is that me?
I think they're saying my stream is lagging. So hold on real quick. I'm about to do I got the yeah, I do. Hold on real quick. I'm about to take us off. I'm about to refresh the stream and then I'm gonna come back on. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they scared and I'm gonna be buttering these biscuits real quick. So hold on, Blue. I'm gonna take us off of the stream and I'm put us back on.
All right.
Okay. All right, let me know in the chat if the stream is lagging now. Just kind of let me know.
Yeah, let us know. Because if it's me, because I'm driving, so I don't. It could be.
No, they're talking about it's on my end.
Oh, okay.
And like when I first started, it felt a little laggy, but maybe we good. You said 7 AMC. You said it's good. It's better.
Better.
It's good, yeah. Mr. Roberta in here, so you can't be using that language.
Yeah, I'm gonna back it up. Yeah, back it up.
So this is what I thought about Jean Grey and Sadie Sink playing Jean Grey. First of all, she did an amazing job acting in this movie. She did. I wasn't privy to Sadie Sink because I don't watch Stranger Things. We've had that conversation. It's not my cup of tea. I don't knock anybody who do, but it's not my cup of tea.
Let me pause you real quick. She did such a good job because she had been watching her character just from the opposite in Stranger Things. Because 11 is basically Jean Grey.
It's Jean Grey. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So here's my thing. This reminded me, and I was gonna say this before everything. I reset everything. But this reminded me of the old episodes of Spider-Man the animated series where you had the X-Men just, it was a big thing in the 90s. And I know D Stizzle, I know you remember this. Blue, I know you remember this. They used to have the X-Men and Spider-Man, either in video games or some type of media, because those was the two biggest franchises of the 90s. It was Spider-Man, it was X-Men. And in the DC side, it was Batman, because with Batman the animated series. But it was so they always tried to put them together. And to me, this was a soft launch for the X-Men being introduced. Which, again, because I grew up in the 90s, I threw back the 90s thought and was like, this reminds me of an episode of Spider-Man the animated series. Just reminded me with Frank Castle being there, it would remind me of the Man Thing, the Man Spider episode, mixed with an episode, I believe, where the X-Men just showed up in I forgot what the episode. Well, I could see it, I could picture it, I just don't remember the episode, but the X-Men was in there, right? So this just reminded me of that, but in movie form. And I still think for certain contexts and certain things for Peter, it literally, on the emotional side, with Sadie Sink being Jean Grey and kind of getting into his head and doing the whole thing with Mary Jane, that was awesome to me, because that way, when they're trying to do this whole "does she remember me" thing, she could tell them, nope, she don't. There's nothing in her head. There's nothing about you she remembers. So that way he can kind of move on with his life when he gets to that point. And even when she said when she did the whole thing, the the mind thing, and Zendaya was amazing. Was amazing. And she fell off the building, kicked him or whatever. And then they went into going into Zendaya telling them that I don't love her. I don't see any other character being able to bring that type of emotion out in that particular time, because that was needed. And for plot reasons, that was needed. Now, is she needed in the film to soft launch the X-Men? No, you could have had Bobby Drake in this, but to tell the story that they were trying to tell, and I understand that, and they did Jean justice, because Jean ain't squeaky clean. People think Jean, it ain't got nothing to do with the Phoenix Force. Jean has not always been squeaky clean, depending on who's writing her, but Chris Claremont made all the X-Men questionable. Let's be honest.
What standpoint are you coming from? Are you coming from the introduction, the Stan Lee 1960s X-Men Jean Grey?
Because she was.
Or are you coming from because
from a Mary Sue?
Because this Jean Grey that they pulled from is actually the Jean Grey that's not a 616 Jean Grey. It's shit. What book was that? And it had Tremaine Tillman's character in there, and he had Jean's sister.
You talking about?
I think it was the Ultimate.
Ultimate, yeah, the Ultimates.
I want to say it was the Ultimate Universe, and he had Jean's sister.
Yeah, which I didn't have. See, for me, if it makes sense for the plot. Now, because I had to take my comic book movie brain, move that to the side when I'm watching some of this stuff and looking from a movie point of view, right? So for a movie point of view, if I was watching this and this wasn't a superhero film, it made sense for the plot to be able to move
it makes total sense for the plot. I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at them because to me it was interchangeable. They just used Jean Grey. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, after watching it, I don't have a problem with the plot. I'm just saying the plot is, you could have added anybody in that, and I think the plot still would have moved. I get what you're saying about the Zendaya mind wipe thing. You know what I'm saying? That really serves the plot more so than anything. But as far as we're talking mutant hijinks, you know what I'm saying? What was the DODC using a mutant and all this other stuff? Like, it could have been anybody. That's all I'm saying. It could have been anybody. So as much Emma Frost could have worked.
Yeah, which they just cast Emma Frost. Which only reason why I don't think Emma Frost would have worked in this, because it would have brought back images of X-Men Origins, where they just threw Emma Frost in there, and I was looking for my sister, and her sister was what's her face that Wolverine was dating.
Emma Frost did so twice for no reason.
There's no reason Emma Frost should have been in there. And then they turned around retconned her because then she was in the X-Men First Class. Like, as a grown-up. Like, what is this? what is this? You know what I mean? So for me, I believe that it worked. It showed a different side of Jean, because then when she goes, if they ever do Dark Phases again, as much as I hate Feige now, I'm the blue. I'm the Bluminati Hate Feige Club. I need to get my shirt. But for me, I seen the vision. They really want X-Men in this. So you set up Peter basically making an inhibitor chip, making the prototype for the inhibitor chip that literally goes into what Deadpool 2 was doing with the inhibitor collar. You know, you're literally you're injecting that all the way in there if you follow through. You follow through with the plans. And so, you know what I mean? So I see the vision, but I do get what you're saying.
They're injecting a lot of the lore in it without you necessarily really thinking about, like you said, the collars, the chips, things of that nature. So when the X-Men do show up, these things already exist, which is a good thing. It makes it easier for them to play with when it comes to start doing things when it comes to the X-Men. So I ain't mad at that. Hey, I'm not mad at this movie. This movie is
fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Good ass movie, man. Like I said, the stuff that I'm mad at is nitpick. It ain't. You know what I'm saying?
So I would nitpick this. I would nitpick that it's a couple times I'm looking at Peter like, you're not stupid. you had a whole conversation with the Department of Damage Control. They're literally violating your rights. You know what I'm saying, for the whole Mysterio thing. Oh boy, didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the reason why the guy who's been in the who was in Wonder Man, he was in what was the other movie? He was in Ms. Marvel, you know, and all of that stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, the Department of Damage Control looking more and more like ICE, the way they run it up with people with guns and all that.
Now that is a nitpick, because
clear.
they got DODC looking. It's like, why they operating the way they operate? What
Right,
make them all of a
real
sudden
ISIS? They look like ICE.
do that? But which I guess if they gonna pick a made up entity to do that, I guess it would be them. I'm guessing.
I mean,
because they've been around so long.
Right. So check it like this. They can always just ban them since Tillman is now on the run, or he's something, he's this, he's that, whatever the case may be. They can always go back if they decide to. Now, remind you, this is the same company that introduced Hulk having the son, and ain't no mention of that child since. Is Hulk a deadbeat baby daddy? This next time or more. But so they can always go back to that and try to see, you know, what they're going to do with that plot line. They can always split around. It could be the AOH in the future. They can always do something, not AOH. What was it? The mutant hate group. Why can't I think of it right now? I can't think of the mutant hate group, but you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. And for them laying this groundwork, you can literally go into Civil War 2 if you the FOH. Yeah, Friends of Humanity.
Yeah, Friends of Humanity.
So you can literally go into Civil War Part 2, and then if they wanted to. And the reason why is because in New York, literally in the past 10 years, you done had, or actually 15 years, you had Thanos come down with the Chitauri, tear up everything. They rebuild it. Then Sentry comes down, he tear up stuff, and then now Spider-Man and Jean Grey and Hulk tearing up stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can literally go into Civil War Part 2 if you really wanted to. You could go into that, and then you could be able to split her in, you know, the X-Men going against the Friends of Humanity and all of that stuff. You could build upon that if they decide to go and do that. You know what I'm saying? Then you could really kind of get a better team for Civil War 2. Because I know it was I got Civil War 2. And I didn't like it. It was all right. I ain't saying I didn't like it. It just wasn't.
Yeah. It wasn't needed. It was stupid the way they even started the Civil War. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was a stupid. Having Captain Marvel go up against Iron Man for some stupid like, it was just dumb. It was just dumb. Wasn't needed. But because I'm at my destination, so my little last bit on Spider-Man, man. Like I said, it was good movie. I want to see more Spider-Man. This breaking $1 billion, I'm gonna stand on this for I leave. Just because this went crazy, don't mean that Doomsday's gonna go crazy.
It's a Sony project.
It is a Sony. Well, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm just gonna say don't think that Doomsday is just gonna go crazy because Spider-Man went crazy.
Spider-Man is going nuts right now. I'm talking about, it was hard for me to get a ticket for my kids, and then I thought we was going to the regular show. It was 3D. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a great time in the 3D though. I had a great time. So
the reason I say that is because Doomsday looks like it ain't gonna be a good story. It looks like, we just gonna show up for Doom. Hopefully Doom is gonna be, it's good, but I don't see a good story coming from that. And plus, it's Spider-Man. We know Spider-Man make noise. He do what he do. Like I told somebody on
especially when it's a good movie. I mean, a good story.
It's got to be. If Doomsday is not a good story, I just don't. I see people gonna walk in, and I don't think it's gonna get the. Because and another thing, who is the Avengers?
The JV Squad.
Who are the Avengers?
Just going against
Now,
the all city,
now,
the all city team.
right now, granted, I know we got Steve showing back up. We got Thor getting. We already seeing Thor getting his behind kick. I don't know. Look, I just don't know about. I don't know. I don't see it doing what Spider-Man do.
Well, let's give a caveat. Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man. He has grown into this character tremendously. He loves this character. That's why he has input and stuff like that. But Spider-Man ain't always been a draw, because we do remember Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 did not have the draw that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man has had. So let's make that a caveat.
I looked at the numbers. The thing was, it went down, but it was like 700 million. It still did like 700, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it still was making money.
It still was box office wise, but I meant the movie wise. Movie wise, it was like,
People,
yeah. The movie wasn't as good as it could have been. And even though I liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, I still think he has the best representation of Spider-Man himself.
Me too.
But that's a whole different conversation for another day.
Tom Holland grew on me with this one. I tell you that.
I mean, he killed it. I'm not gonna
seeming to be a bit more older, grown. You know what I'm saying? 20-year-old Spider-Man. Yeah. He did it.
But he also said that he is going to stop once he has his first child, he becomes a father. That's when he's going to walk away from movies.
Baby Tashiro. Fuck. Yeah, excuse me. I'm about to say, look, they didn't need Feige to pull this off. That's just like Deadpool didn't need Feige to pull off what he did with Wolverine. He didn't need Feige for that. This is what they do, man. But I'm out of here though, Dre, man. Hey, if you still on after I'm done doing what I'm doing, I'll jump back on.
Oh, okay. Just don't be selling no sugar with the booger.
Nah. Hide till I die. Lope till they smoke me. The itch don't stop till my casket drop.
now I can't get that out of my head. Thanks a lot. All right, then, bro.
I'm gone.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Mika gonna be like some, hey. All right. Okay. Let me fix my hat, because I think my hat was a little twisted. So yeah, I can see my eyes, because sometimes I'll be like, why you got your hat so low? You know what I'm saying? So here's my personal take as far as this. I personally believe that that Sony needed Spider-Man. No, Marvel needed Spider-Man just as bad as Sony needed a hit. You know what I'm saying? For the Spider-Man franchise, so they could keep making these movies. And I think it goes hand in hand. With Spider-Man being in the MCU and being introduced the way he was, it enhances his character. He gets to play in the sandbox with the MCU characters and stuff like that you're familiar with. We don't want, Tom Holland Spider-Man going around and dealing with Craven Hunter and Madam Web. We don't want that. That's trash. We don't want that at all. I don't want that. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want that. So I think that it needs each other. Also, with that being said, it is a fantastic story. Again, if I was watching this movie, I know nothing about comics at all. I would really enjoy this movie. For the simple fact is that if I've been following this franchise, it's just following the movies, I got to see Spider-Man grow up. And in this movie, like the best dynamic in this movie is Frank Castle and Peter Parker. It's the best. I was not, when I tell you, I just seen the Odyssey. And John Bernthal and Tom Holland's in the Odyssey. They didn't have this type of chemistry. They got chemistry. This was perfect. This was big brother, little brother. You know what I'm saying? Vigilante and vigilante. And it literally reminded me, like watching this movie, to me, reminded me of a piece of the Spider-Man animated series, especially with Peter talking to himself a lot. Because I don't know if y'all remember the Spider-Man animated series. I talk to myself too. So I'm Spider-Man because I talk to myself a lot. Especially after I got through working out today. I'm like, oh my goodness, good Lord have mercy. We got to work on these pecs. But it also felt like the Sony Spider-Man games. And the Sony Spider-Man games did an excellent job in storytelling. I like the Spider-Man Miles Morales was good too. I was just mad that it was short, but then they totally redeemed themselves with the last Spider-Man game. And the movement, they literally took elements. And I'm going to get on this when I start talking about Black Panther, Mahershala Ali. The reason why Black Panther is the cause of Mahershala Ali not getting his movie made, and I'm going to talk about that later on in the show. But Tom Holland now has control. They gave him control of this character, right? They gave him control of this character. And that's all I said when it came to other characters in the MCU. Why does Tom Holland have the cachet and nobody else has that type of cachet when it comes to their character? And with Tom having, that control over his character, say, hey, no, I don't like this. We need to add this. We're looking at that. The Spider-Man game, they like the elements. They like the fighting. Let's incorporate it with that. It was perfect. And I'm not lying. It was perfect. And, they allowed Tom Holland to grow into this character. And like I said, there were some beats. I'm not going to lie. There's some beats in this movie that hit home to me. Boy, hit home to me. And I think the needle drop wasn't because the True Love's kiss scene, that wasn't the needle drop. It's when, she got that letter. And she finally read that letter and she said, I don't remember you. I don't love you. This other version of me before the mind wipe maybe loved you, but I have no idea who you are, sir. You know what I'm saying? Go get your friend. Your friend needs you. You know what I'm saying? Your friend needs you. And that was the emotion, because now you don't have to tie Tom Holland Spider-Man to that version of MJ. Now you can literally bring in Mary Jane Watson. You can literally bring her in. You got Michelle Jones. You could bring in Mary J. Watson right now. You could bring in Felicia Hardy. You could bring in Gwen Stacy, his version of Gwen Stacy. You know what I mean? I don't know how much drama and pain they want to put this man through if Gwen Stacy's end up in the next movie, because we all know how that ends. But, you could do that. You could bring in Mary J. Watson for the last of his trilogy. You know what I mean? You could be able to do that now that you have Michelle Jones being a friend now. And I think that that's better for his character if you want him to go on and be the comic book version of Spider-Man that you always wanted. Because he can always say, I got a friend named MJ. What's your name? And she said, Mary Jane Watson. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't feel weird because his MJ was high school. It's almost like the way they did Superman in 1978. You had oh my God. Lana Lane in high school, and then you get Lois Lane as an adult. Why can't you do both? Just saying. So, like I said, I didn't do I had a lot of stuff going on in life. So that's why I didn't do a straight after theater. I was really spending time with my other sons and stuff like that. And like I said, we went to go see it and spent a lot of money on them little jokers. So yeah. But anyway, I would advise anybody, if you want to just go watch a really good movie, and it doesn't feel like 2.5. It doesn't feel like almost 2.5 hours either. I mean, there's so much going on. There's not a dull moment. It's not a moment that you're sitting in and the beat just lasts a beat too long. You know what I'm saying? It lasts. Daniel Creighton did an amazing job with the Spider-Man movie. And I kind of feel bad because I want him back on Shang-Chi. And if he could do Shang-Chi and Spider-Man, I'm he deserves it. He deserves it. You know what I mean? So I personally liked it. I don't know what you want to do. If you guys have seen it, like I said, I didn't have a problem with the Jean Grey because of the story that they told and soft launching the X-Men and a Spider-Man movie. It makes sense because again, those two was synonymous when I was growing up in the 90s. So that's the way I see it. I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. And yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I will say this is a nitpick. The hand, the few remnants of the hand is working with the damage control. No. And not infiltrating damage control. No. I thought they were under mind control for a minute. That was the only nitpick. I was like, what? But I knew why they was there for. You know what I'm saying? For amazing fight scenes and doing spinning web moves and stuff like that. Awesome. I liked it. I really did. So yeah. Yeah, that's the only part that I was like, and then Peter like, damage control. Yeah, I'll work with you guys. I'm oblivious to what you guys tried to do to me last time. You know what I'm saying? When, yeah, I know he went through a lot that you know what I'm saying, that day or whatever, but don't forget what they tried to do to you. So, yeah, that's the only thing that I didn't like was the hand, the remnants of the hand being in there and being controlled by the no. No. So, yeah. So that's all I got to say about Spider-Man. I didn't really have a lot. I just really love that movie. Not gonna lie, I really love that movie, and I thought it was a perfect way to kick off that trilogy. So I thought it was awesome. All right, so tell me in the comment section what you guys think about Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Like I said, I think that was awesome. And all of that. Oh yeah. Jean killed that dude. That's all I gotta say. Jean killed that guy. I don't know. She was just on a mission. She was just on the mission. So she killed that guy. That's all I gotta say. So all right, let's get into the news. The Mahershala Ali. Let's get into the Mahershala Ali news first. Oh, my ranking for that? I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it twice, and I'm not gonna lie. It's a 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. It's a 10 out of 10. My nitpicks is overshadowed by awesomeness. I'm not gonna lie. For certain things, I can overlook. Not having two sold in it that for one line, that sets them up for later. I'm not even worried about that. That sets them up. That sets them up for later. But I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I didn't think me and Blue to get to talk about this because I said it's better than Spider-Man 2. And the reason why is to me is better than Spider-Man 2, and it's slightly better than Spider-Man 2 because there was just certain points of this movie where you could just tell that they took elements from the Raimi verse, took elements for what Daniel Creighton is doing and what John Watts did, and just gave you Abundance. Just said it felt like a comic book. This felt like an authentic comic book come to life, and I'm not joking. Yeah, visually it's gorgeous. Visually, there was not one scene that I knew that was CGI or something like that, and I was like, ugh. It wasn't like when I watched, and I hate to say this, but it's the truth. I read Supergirl. I got Supergirl's Woman of Tomorrow book, and then remember the movie. This nowhere close. That book is phenomenal. And that movie just fell on his face when it came to the adaptation. I could literally see this Spider-Man in a book. I can literally see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bar none, I can see this in like, if this was a book, I could clearly see it. Clearly see it. And I haven't said that for a lot of comic book movies. I haven't seen, I can't say that for a lot of comic book movies recently. But this one, I can honestly say this one took the cake. This was so shocking, so surprising to me. Not even gonna lie. I was very, very shocked. And hold on. So very shocked. I was more shocked with this movie than because I didn't think it was gonna be this good. So yeah. But anyway, I give it a 10 out of 10. It's the best movie. Okay. Michael is still my best movie. Michael is here. Because I watch Michael a lot. Michael is here. But Brand New Day is just right under that. Not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And yes, them bringing back Savage Hulk. That's all I needed. Now we got to find out if he's a good daddy or not, or if they even go reference this child or whatever. Just doing stuff. Just doing stuff. So yeah. But I think that they can always use Tombstone. I'm surprised Scorpion is not dead. I don't know what Scorpion is made out of, but to have a metal suit in your fleshy parts hit a Impala and flip it over. Oh yeah, Odyssey is up there too. I forgot, but it's Michael Brand New Day Odyssey for me. It's Michael Brand New Day Odyssey for me, just personally. Because I really liked it. I really like those movies. He said Holland's gonna be Spider-Man until he's 90. Not if Zendaya get pregnant. Not if Zendaya get pregnant. So yeah. So I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Loved it. Didn't have no problem with it. Holland is your GOAT Spider-Man now. I still give that to the anime. I will say this. I will still say, as far as Spider-Man movies, I still say Enter the Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man movie. It's my favorite. I say Enter the Spider-Verse, Brand New Day, Across the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2. If I'm going by Spider-Man movies. Those are my favorite Spider-Man movies. Very much so. Those are my favorite Spider-Man movies. Enter the Spider-Verse. Is it Enter the Spider-Verse? Or no. Enter the Spider-Verse number 1, Across the Spider-Verse number 3. Yeah. Because I like Across the Spider-Verse. So I can't rank the cartoons. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't seen every single cartoon because I grew up on the animated one. But yeah, Into the Spider-Verse is my favorite one. You know what I'm saying? Is my favorite one. The way they told that story, a coming into age story, for Miles Morales being a little kid and stuff like that, hitting the man with a bagel. You know, so yeah, but Across the Spider-Verse was fire. And I can't wait for the trilogy to be over. You know what I'm saying? But that's those two are fire. But as far as live action versions, I do gotta give I do got to give this one its props. It did a lot emotionally, made me laugh at certain areas. You know what I'm saying? It was good. I liked it. I really liked it. Let's see if this momentum can sustain until to December when Doomsday come out. Let's see if people gonna show up for Doomsday. Now again, Dr. Doom. Really, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter who played Dr. Doom because I already seen Fan Forstick. But Dr. Doom is my favorite villain of all time. I don't know why. It's him and it's the Joker. Those are my favorite villains of all time. So I'm interested to see what they do with this character because this is I seen the Joker movies because Joker's, even though I know it has nothing to do with Batman, he's still my favorite character. And you know what I'm saying? So and I got to give more. No, actually, I got to give Jack Nicholson his props because he made me a fan of the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Watching Batman 1989 as a kid and seeing his portrayal of it, the way he was just dancing around a prince, you know what I'm saying? While causing chaos, Crown Prince of Crime. You know what I'm saying? The Joker. Yeah, very hype. Very hype. Yeah, he's been my favorite character ever since it did. What's the cartoon version of him and everything. He's just my favorite character. Favorite villain of all time. So Dance of the Party Man is that is the dopest scene of that whole movie. I don't care what nobody say. That when he comes in there, they're dancing like, dude. You know what I'm saying? So love it. You know what I mean? Love it. So I'm interested to see what they do with Doom and see what RDJ does with Doom. Now, am I a mixed bag with it? Yes, because I still feel it should have been JM. I feel JM should have been his movie in his time to shine, but they screwed him over, which I'm about to get into next. So if you like Doomsday, make sure that you put it in the comment section below and let me know what you guys thought. Doomsday. What you guys thought about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Let me know. Okay, let's transition this conversation because I wanted to talk about this morning, but obviously me and my son Jason Voorhees had to go. And y'all check out, if you haven't, just go look at my post of me and my son at the dentist office today. It's on the community tab of this channel. If they would have made, this is what makes me mad, and I feel so bad for JM. Honestly, if they would have made what we saw in those clips, if that was came for the very jump, you would have had people really clamoring for JM to come back, but they didn't. And it sucks. But before I get into that, I got to acknowledge some of the super chats and stuff like that, some of the jewels that was dropped. Dwayne Dillon, thank you so very much for dropping 10 jewels. 10 jewels for Dwayne. I appreciate you dropping them jewels. Let me give you something.
Gang bang. Gang bang.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
Gang bang. Gang bang.
All right. And Dwayne dropped 2. Okay. All right. Total of 12. Matter of fact, I'm gonna run it back.
Gang bang. Gang bang.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
Gang bang. Gang bang.
All right. Lawrence with $5 super chat. Tom and John friends in real life. That's why it worked. Yeah, Tom Holland and John Bernthal. And what I understand, what I do understand is that Tom Holland, I guess he helped to get his audition for John Bernthal helped Tom get his audition for Spider-Man and something else. They got a group worker relationship. And yeah, and that's why I love their dynamic. That's why I love their dynamic. And was I expecting that? No. I was not expecting John and Tom to have me literally dying, the bickering, the going back and forth, and he was still Punisher. Let me say this. Just because it was a PG-13 movie don't mean it wasn't Punisher. He just wasn't F-bombing. He didn't have nobody. He was trying to shoot the Hulk. He was like, what you gonna do, tickle him? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I want to do that. And when he got mind possessed by Jake, was hilarious. That was the funniest part of the movie for me. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Loved every minute of it. No, I really liked this movie. I really did. I really liked this movie. But Lawrence, I'm sorry. Let me hook you up. Let me see. Is it Buttery Biscuit time? I think it is.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
All right. Thank you so very much. Oh, God, what am I doing? It's get today. Dave C, thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. Dre, salute. I thought the Super Saiyan moment when he took off the inhibitor and can all of a sudden control the mutation was cheesy. I don't think so. And the reason why I say this is because that's literally superhero lore. We literally seen it. We seen it with Goku. We seen it with Vegeta. Vegeta's the only person that went Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan without a wish. You know what I'm saying? He just did it. He just did it because he's dope. Because he's the man. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool. But let me hook you up. What do I got? You know what? Do I want to do it? I think you deserve this one. Body roll.
Super chat body roll.
All right. Thank you guys for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Because this chat has been going crazy since we started. So I haven't been able to catch up. And plus, I wanted to respect Blue's time. Presetta with $1.99. Thank you so very much for the $1.99 super chat. It's probably a super chat, but I thank you so very much, Priscilla. You have no idea. I really appreciate you guys. Let's make sure to get this
Super chat body roll.
Ooh. All right. Oh man. Yeah, John was holding the camera for. All right, what up, Manute? My cousin Manute up in here. What up? That's right. Okay. So let's get into Mahershala Ali, Wonder Man, and Black Panther. And I've been saying this on this channel for the past 4 years. I've been saying this for 4 years. This is Taste the Biscuits. I said when they killed off T'Challa, no black superhero was safe. I said it. And even though Wonder Man is not a traditional black superhero that, that they did Simon, what we call him, Simon Jaquez Williams, even though that got nominated for an Emmy and stuff like that, they wasn't gone. I'm trying to tell y'all, I knew this then, because if you have a character, and trust me, I had a guy go back and forth with me in my comment section of one of the shorts I did, one of the videos that I cut about this particular subject. He said, I just don't understand, Dre, where you coming from. This is Chadwick Boseman we're talking about. You're talking about Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Who is he? He didn't have he wasn't a phenomenon. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. William Hurt, he ain't Chadwick Boseman. So how dare you, and this is literally what the conversation was in gist. How dare you compare Chadwick Boseman to William Hurt? That is totally disrespectful. In oh so many words, that's exactly what I heard. because we're talking about just a recast. We're talking about recast. They recast William Hurt. They didn't recast Chadwick Boseman. One director decided to honor him by showing a death on screen. Another one they didn't even acknowledge. They just, hey, we recast him. William Hurt dead. Cool. 3 weeks later, hey, we got Han Solo on this thing. What up, Dr. J? We got Han Solo on this thing. You know what I'm saying? So he don't even have to wear a mustache. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to do anything. Just show up. And that was the conversation. That was literally the conversation till I knew that this wasn't going to go anywhere. I knew this conversation was going to, in the words of Carr from Knight Rider, this conversation is non-productive. And I knew it because people, you have been sold a bag of nickels and they told you it was gold. And the reason why I say this, and I'm saying this because Black people have been sold a bag of nickels for a long time. People still looking for their 40 acres and a mule. They're never going to give that to you. They're never going to give that to you. Because for one, you have to acknowledge that you're wrong. For one. And America's never going to acknowledge that they're wrong. You know, number two is that, and somebody brought this up in a video and I totally agree with it. So I'm going to piggyback. I don't know the brother's name. So I'm going to just piggyback what he said. He said 2019 was 2019, 2020 was a different year. And a lot of things that was happening in the media, there was a different president, all of that. And then we're going into 2020 and the George Floyd situation and all of that. So they were trying to compensate, to try to use media to say, look, we're doing stuff for Black people. Look at this. Look, Black people, Black people is going to be this, is going to be that, all of this, yada, yada, yada. So they were trying, and it's true. And it's true. Media-wise, a lot of media, whether it was Target, whether it was, corporations say, oh, we're gonna do all this stuff for the Black community, we're gonna help minorities and stuff like that. So as Agent Orange got in there, all of that went down the tubes. Let's be honest. Even Target, which I worked for Target. When I worked for Target, and I worked there part-time from 2017 to 2019, I believe. Yeah, 2020, going into 2017 to 2020. I worked there part-time. All right. They were very, very LGBT friendly. And this was before DEI was even a thing. They were very LGBT friendly, very, very, made that clear in the training videos. And they were very Black friendly. Well, I say that minority friendly, especially Black people. Because every show I was reading this, I'm like, did I get the Black version of this? There's a lot of Black people in this training video. But they were talking about the diversity and how they're different from like a Walmart and this and the other. So they were trying to be the anti-Walmart, where we're bougie, but we're gonna accept everybody. So if you see somebody trans that's working the counter, you know what I'm saying? That's just what we're gonna support them. We're gonna support Blacks. We're gonna support Mexicans. We're gonna support Asians. We're gonna support everybody. My crew was probably the most diverse crew I've ever worked for, besides when I worked for T-Mobile in Houston, Texas, where all of us was a different shade of something. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, Middle Eastern, all of that. And this was exactly the same thing. People from all walks of life worked there. And then they turned around and they pulled it back. And Agent Orange, you know what I'm saying, made sure to make you feel bad about, DEI. And again, I kept saying DEI doesn't benefit Black people, but you know who is harmed for the firings of Black people? I mean, from DEI, Black people. They sure wasn't firing white women. When NBC got bought out by the Ellises, The first thing they did was fire their whole black staff for the black version of what NBC was doing, something they created during 2020. Tell me I'm lying, because I got the evidence. I can pull the tape. Tell me I'm lying. And to me, everybody was overcompensating, trying to. And what happens is that these corporations and these companies, affirmative action a little different, but affirmative action had to deal with blacks. DEI is with everybody. Anybody that's disabled, little people, little person, any type of minority group is part of DEI. And there's a certain amount. Affirmative action just trying to make sure how many black people they could get. You know what I mean? And a lot of people start doing a 2-for-1. I could get a woman that's a minority in this country and she black. So a lot of people was getting 2-for-1 deals, with affirmative action too. Just kind of let you know. But anyway, so the media and everybody was placating the black people. Remember, we also was going through, before that, we were going through the Colin Kaepernick taking the knee and all of that. So a lot of these companies was marketing and said, we're going to do all of this for black people. We're going to do all of that for black people. And it felt like Disney was doing the same thing. Let's be honest. Armor Wars, we're going to make sure Rhodey gets his story told. We're going to make sure this gets the story told. Women get their story told. And remember, that was the start of the MCU. People have revisionist history. I don't. That's what I said. Everybody, and remember, the MCU, the reason why the grifters were mad at the MCU, because it was white women that were being front and center. And how dare white women take over a white man's job too? People forget that. The grifters started with, they were mad about women being in these positions. You know what I'm saying? And how dare they do the Marvels with a black woman, a Middle Eastern woman, and a white woman? So they were really going hard. Remember, even the boys made fun of it. Women get things done. And they did the whole pose because they were trying to make fun of the MCU doing that with she's got help scene. Right? All the women. Oh, how dare these women? You know what I'm saying? How dare these women go out and fight? You know what I'm saying? To be strong and independent. I don't like it. I don't like it. And guess what? The grifting was starting, they were tasting the biscuit. The Doughboys were starting in, baking buttery biscuits, and people was eating it up. So they overcompensated. And now you're seeing them roll it back. And unfortunately, they didn't roll back Agatha. Wasn't rolling back Agatha. Season 1 of Daredevil did not even make a blip. I mean, wasn't even trending on the Nielsen's ratings at all. Yet you got a season 2. Agatha, they said it wasn't canceling what she did, but her story is told. They made sure that story got told. Peep what I'm saying. Armor Wars was a developmental hell. Ironheart is the only show from 2019 when they were overcompensating, is the only one that got made. And they got a 2-for-1 deal with Wakanda Forever and with Ironheart show. We got you a black character and she's a woman. So our quota is filled. We did our job. Y'all better like what we giving you. And I'm not saying that Riri Williams is it's not a character that's not needed, but they did the Captain America movie or Captain America show, and the Captain America show was great. And then you get to the Captain America movie, and they stripped away everything that they built out of that show and gave us a shell of that and in a bad representation of that show in that movie. Let's be honest. Hold on. So now you're starting to see everything else, the aftermath. But I said, if they kill the king, if they kill Black Panther, and I need to find that that article where everybody, where it was from. I think I got the video, but it was from the New York Times, and people were mad. People that are not comic book fans were mad that we were just saying that it's not that we don't want Shuri as Black Panther. She's just not the main character. That's all we were saying. And don't kill the character. But everybody was making these feminists. You guys are feminists. Y'all bought into everything that Disney wanted to do. Disney owns ESPN. Half of their staff for Wake Up for Get Up, for First Take, all Black, gone. Now Disney on the Marvel side, Wonder Man gone, Mahershala Ali gone, Armor Wars done, Monica Rambeau MIA. You know what I mean? T'Challa. Instead of recasting, they did a long way to just go about doing that. And when you point this out, the reason why Black people get so mad because y'all was sold a bag of nickels. They have been selling a bag of nickels to Black people for a very, very, very long time. And here's what I mean by that. After Reconstruction, oh yeah, we'll give you land. Here, just sign this contract. Ain't reading the contract, don't know what the contract is, don't know nothing. Don't know nothing from nothing. They signed the contract. The music industry has been having people sign contracts for years. The reason why the Michael movie is so significant when they get into the Sony ATF deal, because what he did was unprecedented. But the regular guys, like the Chubby Checkers of the world and the Little Richards, the Ray Charleses that was getting jacked around by the record company, they have been selling Black people a bag of nickels for a long time. Kang, I just was about to say that. The way that they did Jonathan Majors over a misdemeanor in a city ticket, yet I got my man Jeremy Renner out here going off the sugar booger. Gone. About to murder everybody in the house. Told Marvel. Sat down and told him, yeah, I was going to do it. I was going to delete everybody off this timeline, including myself. Everybody. And they said, don't worry about it. We got your back. You want a show? We're going to give you this show. If you want to, if you know what I'm saying? If you want a show, just say that. I got you. Just say the word. We're going to make sure that you're good. So, again, is this not nothing new that they're rolling back and all the and you see it now. I talked about Tom Holland having so much control with Spider-Man, right? But you have a two-time Oscar winner coming into your house and you're telling me you can't give him control of the character. But Tom Holland, who has not won an Oscar, I don't know if he won an Academy Award. I don't know. Maybe he won an MTV Award for Best Kiss. I don't know. But I know he ain't no two-time Oscar winner and has the cachet. He was in-house. And they said, nah, big dog, we good. We got this. That's why he said, man, y'all got billions of dollars. Y'all couldn't get nothing done, because I kept saying, if you can get all of these other projects done and you can't get a vampire movie done, something is going on bigger than what it is. You have people that have way worse charges than Jonathan Majors, and for the first sign of trouble, they dumped him. Dude ain't never been in jail or anything. Never. Dude, Jonathan Majors has no criminal record prior to that situation that happened in March of 2023. No criminal. I know. We pulled it up. You know, the Law Avengers. Shout out to all the Law Avengers. Y'all know who y'all were in 2023. Was going hard. But no criminal record whatsoever. And they treated this man, you know, like he shot somebody. And again, Ezra Miller was doing all kinds of shenanigans. They let him still film his movie and still praised him for the portrayal of the Flash. Yet they scrapped their whole entire face. That's why they're creating Battle World just off the pieces of the movies that they have, or the pieces of remnants what they got. And this is why we got Doom. Instead of just staying pat, and I'm gonna tell you, black people, you got sold a bag of nickels because there was a lot of talk online that was destroying Jonathan Majors, and it really because he was with a white woman. Not because he's a bad guy or really he was a bad guy, that he had a criminal record or whatever. It was because of what he said about the woman need to be more like Coretta. How dare a black man tell a white woman she needs to be more like Coretta? Coretta is us. We black. Even though we're the same people who put Martin Luther King on flyers doing this with gold teeth and all of that. Come on, man. Come on. Some of us, like Van Jones, let me keep it, not Van Jones. The one who used to work for TMZ. I think it's Van Jones. Van Lathan. You was one of the catalysts of destroying a black man on your platform. Your platform is way bigger than mine. But you were the catalyst. No real information, off of feelings and emotions and all of that, destroying this man. Calling him weird and all of this, and you know what I mean? And he should have did, he was doing this and he was doing that. You was the main catalyst for that. It was a lot of high-profile people on their platform destroying his brother, not looking at what is the facts. I don't care if he said something about Coretta. I don't care. That didn't even bother me. What bothered me was the backlash of a brother who had no criminal history before that, and y'all turned around and y'all destroyed that brother just because he was with a white woman. Let's turn around and let's play devil's advocate. Because if Serena Williams right now got into it with her man, y'all wouldn't be saying the same things that y'all did to Jonathan Majors when he was with Grace Jabari. Let's be honest. Now y'all sitting around like, man, why Marvel doing this to black characters? Because you allowed it to happen by getting sold a bag of nickels and they told you it was gold. And y'all believed it. When they said we're not going to recast the character in any other medium, y'all should have jumped up and said, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Now, I don't want Chadwick and T'Challa to be synonymous. I don't. Why don't I want that? Because I want T'Challa to have the same cachet as Spider-Man. I want him to be in the zeitgeist, and trust and believe, Ryan Coogler, you're part of this too, because you saw Wakanda and not Black Panther T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. Y'all made a salute greater than the guy that he's portraying. And y'all wonder why Wonder Man got canceled. Y'all wonder why Yahya Abdul-Mateen, it should be your new T'Challa, son of T'Chaka, and he's not. He played a character that was a race swap character that they got rid of at the first sign. It's not even the first sign of trouble. They announced a Ghost Rider, but not Yahya, who actually is on war, is getting awards off of his portrayal. And I'm not saying it's a great comic book movie, but a great comic book show, because it wasn't, but it was a great show. It just wasn't the greatest comic book show I've ever seen. If that's okay for the story they wanted to tell. But y'all allowed that to happen because you didn't want to fight. I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all not the children of Israel, I don't know who y'all is, because they came in there with y'all literally built a golden calf for Chadwick, and I'm not saying Chadwick doesn't deserve it, but Chadwick and T'Challa is two different characters. It's two different people. If James Brown showed up in the Michael Jackson movie, do you think they not going, since Chadwick is gone, do you think they going to say, well, we can't portray James Brown because only one person can portray James Brown, and since he gone, ain't no more James Brown. Y'all gonna look at people like y'all stupid. And y'all know that. Y'all gonna be looking like, what is this? Are you serious? So I can't have James Brown, the most influential dude in Michael Jackson's life, in the movie because Chadwick is. Are you y'all think we're dumb? And y'all built a golden calf for Chadwick. Y'all did. Because y'all, I'm just right, a lot of y'all, and I'm talking to you, know who I'm talking to. So if this not you, I'm not talking to you. But you know who you are. That sat around was like, he couldn't be replaced. There's nobody else that could portray that character. And then they turned around and gave you a bastard son version. So let's get into this bastard son thing too. Let me just real quick. At the end of Wakanda Forever, they never mentioned that T'Challa and the kid got a private wedding and had a kid. They never mentioned that. They had a baby and sent them to Haiti because they knew in the Kingdom of Wakanda that the king had to be married to be able to have a queen and to be able to bear an heir. So that makes him a bastard. Whether you like the word or not, that makes him a bastard. A bastard just means born out of wedlock. He is a bastard child of the king. Because if he turned around and got married and had a baby, that son is a bastard. We see it in House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, and all of that. Now all of a sudden people don't like the word bastard. Funny how that works when it's black. Anyway, he said that's Simon's baby. So anyway, let's get back to this. We didn't have people that came out and said, you could have did Captain America a little better than that. If you're trying to sell me on Sam Wilson being Captain America, which he is in the comics, he donned the moniker of Captain America just like Bucky has, just like U.S. Agent has. And it's funny, U.S. Agent could be able to do it. John Walker could be able to don the thing of Captain America. As soon as the black dude did it, in typical black fashion, we joked about it. You know, black Captain America, black Falcon, Black America, all of that, and the grifters really went ham. They went ham, and the movie wasn't good. Just being honest with you, the movie wasn't good because they destroyed that movie. The studio destroyed that movie, and I'm starting to believe that they destroyed that movie on purpose. You know what I mean? They destroyed that movie on purpose. But the box office numbers wasn't there. And honestly, I'm really not mad at that. Because look how they portrayed Sam Wilson compared to how they portrayed him on the show. It's a bastardized version of it. Monica Rambeau, she should have had a show right after WandaVision. I'm just saying. Why didn't she have a show? Why didn't she have a show? Let me see if I can find this. Want to see if I can find this article that I did a reaction video to. But again, Monica's sitting over there in the X-Men universe with her mama that's not her mama. And yeah, like I said, everybody else can have a show. Everybody else can have something. They're literally showing you what they're doing. What, boy? Jesus gonna stand behind me and just look weird.
I look just like you, so I guess we both weird. Twins.
If you don't get out of here, weirdo.
Whatever.
Anyway, But that's how this boy done threw me off. Weirdo. But no. He didn't lie. He didn't lie. I can't deny any of my children. No. I'm gonna be like Hulk. Hulk know nothing about children. No children. But anyway, yeah. It's just it's when you look at the landscape of everything, like honestly, when you really sit back and look, you know what I mean? All these shows be account, it shouldn't be. You shouldn't even look at it, even be mad. You shouldn't. You shouldn't look at it and be mad. Because they were already telling you what it was gonna do. They were already telling you what they was gonna do. Yeah, it's just like, yeah. So say for instance, hold on, wait a minute. This is how, okay, going back to the T'Challa Jr. stuff. And the argument was he's just gonna have his daddy's adventures. Okay, I'm gonna replace me with my son. My son Davion is going to take over my show. He's going to be the new Drake Mack show. Let's see how y'all like that. I'm just being honest. If I came in and say, you know, he's going to take over my show, he's going to do all the things that I'm doing. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. Are you gonna take that seriously? Like, be honest. Put it in the chat. Would y'all take that seriously if my son replaced me on the Drake Mack show? I'm not there. No, I'm done. He's taking over. No, he's going to be the new Drake Mack. He's going to do all the stuff that I do. He's going to talk about the same stuff. Are you really going to do? Would you buy that? Right. You know what I'm saying? No. Y'all not gonna do that. Yeah, that's okay. That's a good one. Bronny is still with the Lakers. Do you think he's LeBron? No, even though he's LeBron Jr. Not respectfully unsubscribe immediately. That's messed up. But since Bronny is in LA by himself. His daddy is in Philly, right? Or y'all go watch the Lakers for LeBron James Jr. Be honest. Hold up. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring it back. Davion, hold up, y'all. Hold on. About to get him. I'm about to show you the difference between me and my child. Hold on. Davion. Come here. Come here real quick. I need you for something. Since George, you put yourself on camera. I need you for something. Go sit in my chair and act like me. You gonna be me.
Are you serious?
This is what recast T'Challa looks like. Now you gonna have to deal with the recast. Good luck.
Wait, what's the topic?
Just talk. Just talk.
I gotta talk because you be yelling. Hey. Oh my God, I didn't know I clicked the mute button. Classic Dre. You be muting the mic.
This is what TJ would be like. Who TJ?
T'Challa Jr.
T'Challa Jr. No, I don't think so. Speaking of which, actually, something I wanted to get on top. I did see the recast. I don't know why it wasn't Damson Idris. I've been thinking about that for a little bit. I'm not saying I forgot his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I forgot his name. I'm not saying it's a bad recast, but
It's not a recast.
or sorry, that's his son, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't agree. I think it should be. I mean, Damson Idris. He's got the face. He's got the face, and he's got the acting. That dude can genuinely like seriously act. Like
Now you see, me and my son look just alike, but it's not the same.
it's not.
It's not the same. It's not.
Do I need to put on a hat?
No.
Oh, great.
All right, you can get up now. I just wanted to prove my point. I just want.
Until next time.
That's not what I say.
Oh, you're right. Bob Hire.
See? I know Tina did not say I didn't have cooler hair. See? I told you, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's a totally different feel because he's not me. He's not me. So what I mean by that is that when you go the whole way around just to get back to me, you did all of that, and now you're just missing a beard. But he's not me. That's it. He's not me. So no matter how much we could try to hype ourselves up and say, oh, well, he's the son, he's going to take over his vision. That's not the same. That is a totally different person. My son is not me. He's a totally different person. You know what I'm saying? If he was playing me like he tried to be me, you know what I'm saying, at first, you know what I'm saying? That's different. He did a horrible job. You know what I'm saying? That's because the mute button is like literally right here. So when people grab it, they immediately hit the button. But when people were like, he could do an impression of me or something like that, it's still not me. You know what I mean? And it's not the same. It's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He's Davion. I'm DeAndre. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. So that's the only thing that I'm saying is that if you were coming to watch a movie and they sold you on a character and they're like, well, he's just gonna be Dre number 2. He's gonna be Gallagher too. It don't work. It don't work. It just don't work. Now, again, I love my son, but he's not me. He's his own entity. And that's the only thing we're saying is that Marvel did the long thing, the long way to getting back to having a T'Challa by having somebody else take his adventures instead of just recasting, because they have no problem recasting Cassie Lane. They have no problem recasting when Terrence Howard was asking for more money. They had no problem with with Harrison Ford taking over for William Hurt. They had no problem with any of this. No, Mika. Hot till I die. Oh, it was both. To the casket drop. You know what I mean? No. But that's all I'm saying. And when you in this type of business, man, you have no time to drop the ball. But I believe that no, not the other song either, Mika. But also at the same time, you see what they own. That's all. You just see what they own. That's it. You see it for yourself. And it's funny that it's the Black Show. And it's funny. All of this woke up and it all started with T'Challa. when they decided to kill the king with the character and sold y'all the funeral on screen, a 2 hour and some odd change movie that's a funeral, I already knew they do not give a whole crap about black characters, not the actor. And they don't care about black actors anyway. Because I'm trying to tell you, all the stuff that Agent Orange wants to do. Yeah, the Black Gallagher skit. When he said there was Gallagher, and then another guy went over and he went by Gallagher too. Say the same Gallagher. And then the other guy sold the act to a black guy, and he went by Black Gallagher. But you can't be surprised. You can't be surprised of what is going on right now. You can't be. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to be surprised. Cause I said this, and I was looked at like I was crazy. I'm like, no. I was like, if you want T'Challa to be in the same realm as Batman, Spider-Man, the X-Men, you got to continue the character. E-Man said it. You know what I'm saying? Marcus and Josh, Back of the Bus, Chillmonger, Buckmeister, everybody. And you had people that just tasted the biscuits. They were really fighting us. And these are the same people that was just fighting us that we said, you know, you could have just recast and we would have said at the same impact for David Johnson that they do. It's probably been a better one than, you know, the T'Challa Jr. thing. And everybody was like, you guys are morbid. You're ghoulish. And then they canceled Wonder Man. Oh my God, I can't believe they canceled the Black Show. They canceled Armor Wars and Blade on You. While all y'all doing is praising, y'all, we getting the crumbs. We getting whatever they give us. And they said telling us to like it. That's what makes me mad. And people are like, people are so beat because they don't see the hero when they brushing their teeth in the morning, that whatever Marvel gives us, I just got to accept it. I just got to accept it. And that's wild to me. That's wild. And again, if that's what you do, hey, man, if I'm not mad at people when they tell me, I'm going to watch the movie, it's going to be good. Okay. I didn't say it wasn't. Trust Ryan Coogler. And I'm not saying that Ryan Coogler is I've said this millions of times, that Ryan Coogler is a tremendous director, but he's also been horrible with the Black Panther franchise. He just has been. And how you gonna get mad at me for saying that he hasn't been that good? He's not. He hasn't been good with this. Again, Shaq was an amazing center for Orlando Magic, Los Angeles Lakers, Miami Heat, Phoenix Suns, even in the tail end of a career, hanging out with the Boston Celtics. But man, could that man shoot a free throw? Hell no. You know? He couldn't shoot free throws. We knew that. I knew that. We still loved him though. But we knew if he got on that line, 50-50 chance this might go in. You know what I mean? 50-50 chance. So, just saying. The Scream Unscenes are dope. If you ever did a Scream Unseen, Tina, it's dope. It's dope. It's, you know. So, all I'm saying is, you know, you can't really get, you know, because they told, man. They told you. And again, it's up to me and you if you really want to continue with this franchise. And it sucks because they turned around and they put Spider-Man in my face. You know, they put Deadpool in my face. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I just have no expectations for them to do anything right with black people. Honestly. I have no expectations of them doing anything right with black people. That's really it. That's just where I'm at right now. When it comes to black stuff, I'm like, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I just don't have any expectations whatsoever when it comes to that. And it's kind of like being in a relationship or you dating someone. Say for instance, you dating someone, right? And you like this girl, right? I'm just saying for me, I like this girl a lot. You know what I'm saying? Big old booty, all of that. Woo! She gives me the willies when I see her. But then she keep disappointing me over. And she keep telling me stuff, and I get disappointed. She tell me something, get disappointed. She showed me a certain thing, and I like it. Then she turn around and disappoint me again. You know what I mean? Just disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Eventually, you're gonna have to move around. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to move around. Because how much are you gonna take being disappointed over and over and over again? You know what to expect now. You know this girl ain't something she, you know what I'm saying? She cool, she got all the looks, she got everything that you're looking for. But she's steadily disappointing you. How much of that are you gonna take before you say enough is enough? Enough is enough of me getting disappointed. Where you just gotta have to move around for your own sanity. You know what I'm saying? She might be sitting around singing, "Lope till I die, woke till I smoke in, casket drop." That song is wild. It's in my head. Thanks, Blue and Mika. But how much of that you gon'? It's not. It's like I said. It's move around. However people move around. Whatever stops you from crashing out or just being heartbroken all over again. I say that's an individual thing. But it's just how much are you gonna just feel you get disappointed when people keep telling you stuff and expectations is here and you just keep falling on the ground. I like fan films. I think well RDC World and people say Mika, but with RDC World and all of these indie films, I mean, trust and believe. You know, I want to continue to do more films. You know, so yeah, I did see the end credit scene too. And the Spider-Man movie is good. I'm not going to see. That's the thing. And I said this. I've been saying this for years. That we as black people, and I'm talking just to black people. So if you white, this part of the conversation ain't for you. This is for the black people. But we have no problem cheering and standing up for white heroes. We don't have no problem with that. Because we'll have that same energy for our black heroes. That's why DreamCon and stuff like that and Comic Cons and stuff like that is so dope. Because we just like what we like. It's not saying we don't see color, but we know that this character is white. We know this character is Asian. We know this character is this. We know this character is an alien. We don't care. We go dress up for him anyway because we like the character. We not tripping off of that. It's the Doughboys that have no problem letting us know that we're out of pocket for dressing up and liking that type of stuff. Because the Doughboys hate that we like this stuff too. They do. Doughboys hate that. They hate we like this stuff too. God, I gotta oil my hair. But they hate that we like this stuff because they feel like this is theirs. They do it with fantasy. That's why you had brother Flat Top Head, Butter Biscuit, Brother of the Month, getting mad because it was black elves in a fantasy world. Making whole grip videos about black elves. Like black dwarves or whatever. Black hobbits. What? It's dumb. It's dumb. But they can't help but taste the biscuits. You know what I mean? They can't help but taste the biscuits. But we not only have to fight with the butter biscuit, with the bakers, we also got to fight against the people who's tasting the biscuits. So, and it's funny, like I say, I've always said this. My favorite hero growing up was Michael Knight. It was Michael Long. Michael Long is gone, and he's now Michael Knight. Even they tried to in the 2008 Knight Rider series, you know why fans got mad? Because I was there. Because I'm a fan. When they named Mike, I think his name was Mike Tracer in the new series. His name was Mike Tracer. But when he died, it came back as somebody else, or came back with a new name. He was Michael Knight. People did not like that. First of all, they didn't like the name Michael. I mean, they didn't like the Mustang being the new kit, which he was the Knight Industries 3000. But they also didn't like the fact that his name was Michael Knight. This is our Michael Knight going forward, the son. And you know what they did? Cancel that show. Because people stopped watching it. Because it wasn't the same. And unfortunately, if Ryan Coogler and Marvel doesn't do something drastically, there's not going to be a cultural moment like we had with Black Panther, because they're going to kill it. Unfortunately, and I hate to say it like that, but it's the God's side of the truth. They're going to kill it. And the reason why they're going to kill it is because we don't see us in there, so why do we care? Let me get to some of these super chats. I didn't know there was Sydney here, man. Quasimodo, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I really appreciate the super chats. You know, Marvel said, here, black people, damn, T'Challa Jr. with Coogler and Denzel, but Majors, Ali, Cheadle, and Yaya get what? MCU gives us the bare minimum. And you're not like, just think about Mahershala Ali and Jonathan Majors. Actually, all four of them are tremendous leading man black actors. Think about that for a moment. Think about the list that he just gave you. Majors, phenomenal talent. Mahershala Ali, phenomenal talent. John Cheadle, Kansas City's own, phenomenal. We act like Hotel Rwanda didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Don Cheadle is phenomenal. Yahya Abdul-Mateen is phenomenal. A great talent. Literally, award nominee. Thrown to the side like they're nothing. And remember, y'all remember Oscars is So White before Will Smith's wife went bald-headed and decided to send him on a mission to slap people? Remember Oscars So White? You think?
I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, and this is gonna sound jacked up, but I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel doesn't do what they did to Storm, that they do to T'Challa. And what I mean by that, remember in X-Men, she was over there making ice for Iceman. I mean for Cyclops in the Dark Phoenix movie. That's Storm. That's the second in command. And you got her giving ice cubes, putting ice cubes, and Scott, he better go get his own damn ice cubes. better have your girl go do it. But again, they never show black characters that much love. And Quasimodo again, thanks so very much for the $1.99. We done. Recast Dre Mack. Somebody called Chillmonger. Yep, Chillmonger's gonna replace the Dre Mack show, man, and I'm ready. I'm ready.
Now you're looking at the world's richest man, and I'm black.
All right. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. This stupid song is in my head. Oh my God, Mika. Oh, I can't stand y'all. Oh, I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. So we don't know. He did a great job in Spider-Man. But I don't know, man. I just want y'all to open it. My whole thing is just open up your eyes and see what they're doing. Just see what they're doing. They're gonna get that Ghost Rider movie put up, but they couldn't get a Blade movie. And I guarantee you, they're gonna give Ryan Gosling all the cachet he needs to make that character his own. Let's see if they give David Johnson, what his interpretation of T'Challa, Tucson. Let's see what they do with Tucson. Let's see if they give him, hey man, you make this character your own. You got input on how they, how they do this and how they do that and how portray. Let's see if that works. Because people forget that Disney did not want to do a Black Panther film at all. They did not. They said it wouldn't make any money. AVA Ride and all of them, they said it wasn't going to work. That's why Ryan Coogler was walking on eggshells. Well, Pina Niago was talking about how they was walking on eggshells and all of this. And Chadwick, it calmed them down. So if you want to honor Chadwick for calming it down, that's cool. But Ryan, you probably did it unintentionally. But you are Peter Parker's inhibitor chip. So when the mutants come and they take your technology and make collars out of it and trap the ones they got power because they don't want them to be special, trust and believe, Ryan, you as a catalyst. You helped this. You probably did it unintentionally, but you helped this. So this domino effect that has happened to Black characters, sorry, big dog, it started with your decision. And it could have been out of the kindness of your heart. You probably was doing it right. Yeah. But, Blue is back. And I ain't gonna lie, Blue, I was about to wrap this up. But since you
about to wrap it up? Well, I heard you talk about Ryan, man. What?
No, you couldn't help it. You was like, wait a minute. He on Ryan? Hold on. Let me get in here real quick. Yo, Dre, I got something to say.
Nah, you say he was the catalyst for what? What did the catalyst for?
For Black characters being what they are in Marvel.
Oh, yeah. The Wakandification of Marvel, which takes away from the other Black characters, needs to be studied.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to be studied. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. If you're not Wakanda adjacent, if you ain't Vibranium this, or like I said, Wakanda that, they ain't got no need for it. I don't think they know how to write a Black character if they can't attach Wakanda to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they gave Falcon the Wakandan wings.
Yep, they gave him the whole. He became the Black Panther of the skies.
Yep,
that's what he became. Black Panther of the
Black
skies.
Falcon. Black Falcon. Black Eagle, because that's the symbol of America. Black Eagle.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Wonder Man is an outlier because it's a white character, and they just threw a Black man in that role. You know what I'm saying? So to me, Wonder Man is an outlier. But you look at everybody else. Yeah, if you don't have no attachment to Wakanda, they don't know what to do with you. Monica Rambeau. Oh, we don't really know that. Let's just throw her in a different universe.
Yep, in the X-Men universe, for her not to be heard from again. Not a post-credit scene, not nothing. She hasn't been mentioned at all. Yeah. Just think about that. You showed the Fantastic Four coming into the universe in Thunderbolts, but you didn't have a post-credit scene to say, "Hey, I'm from this universe. How do I get back home? How do I get back to my universe?" Nope. She too busy basking in the glory of her mama that was dead and gone, and no Frank.
Right. Right.
Soon
But
as they-
yeah, man.
maybe the ref was right. As soon as they didn't announce Frank, we've been downhill.
Hey.
since-
Hey, you know, I chopped it up with the ref.
You chopped it up with him?
Yeah, I chopped it up with him, man. I just reached out to him. And he was, you know what I'm saying? He actually came back on some grown man shit, you know what I'm saying? Respect, and just keep it moving. Ain't like we're gonna be doing no streams or nothing like that together. But yeah, I was like, man,
Yeah.
all that whack shit. He was like, yeah, we too grown for that shit. You know what I'm saying? We pieced it up and
Yeah.
that's it.
That's what's up. You call him the ref. Now I can't help but to say that, but
I mean, he the
that's good,
ref. I'm still call him the ref. He's still look. He's still the ref now.
I'm
He's
not
still
gonna
the
lie.
ref.
It's just the image of that event, which I still thought it was funny. Yeah, I just thought it was just a moment in time. I already told him I ain't got no ill will towards you, but I be damn you disrespect me. But I ain't got no ill will towards that guy.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole thing. Ain't no need to. We ain't slinging no mud and nothing. Ain't no need to get disrespectful.
no,
we
no,
had
I'm not gonna
Two
disrespect you, brother.
different. You know, he had a difference of opinion. We had a difference
Right.
of opinion.
He ain't no butter. He ain't no butter. No butter biscuit eating brother. So nah,
Nah.
I ain't gonna do him like that. He don't be eating.
Nah,
don't
he
be
ain't no
tasting
butter.
biscuit.
He ain't no butter biscuit. Nah. That's
Yeah.
your boy.
Yeah, I know
Flat
flat top
top.
head. Yeah, it's flat top head.
That's flat
But yeah.
top.
But yeah, no, I said, so if you think about it, and I said this 4 years ago, I think, matter of fact, I think we were on stream before. I think we were on Blues House Live.
Mhm.
When I first started hanging with you guys, you, Mika,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Back then,
And
the Thursdays. Yeah.
Yeah, on the Thursday, I think I had a day off or something like that. I was able to chop it up or whatever. But I said when Black Panther died, when they killed him on screen, then black characters after that, if you kill the most popular black character in comic book history, there's no way they're gonna care about any other black characters. Because this is the catalyst, this is the guy.
Yeah.
This is the man. So if he gets cut, what do you think they're gonna do with everybody else? And
Everybody else.
just look at how the events have went so far.
Man, and you know, I'm laughing because I'm seeing a lot of people, oh, Marvel don't know how to handle their black character. And I'm like, we've been telling y'all what the deal was.
And it was Wonder Man of all people. Wonder Man was the catalyst. Like, wait a minute,
Right, that was
that's what woke him up. So we
Wonder
needed
Man
Wonder
was a-
Man. Thank you, Wonder Man. I appreciate you, Wonder Man.
Appreciate the Wonder Man. Wonder Man was
Oh,
a bridge
yeah.
too far. There. Oh, y'all cancel Wonder Man. Oh,
Exactly.
hell
It was
no.
a bridge. It was a bridge. And you know why? You know why? Because the show was good. And Yaya
Right.
is phenomenal. And
Yeah.
how dare you do that to a black character? And I said this about Jonathan. They replaced Jonathan while having all the bull jive happen with everybody else. And
Right.
they in the Marvel casting that includes Vin Diesel too, because I keep forgetting him because he
Yeah.
had a wild case too, but they didn't
Yeah.
say there's no more Groot. They didn't say that. And he don't even accept his black side. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
He don't
don't.
like the right. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying they had this. It's already been shown. It's already been shown.
Yeah. Now they dropping the ball left and right, man. I go back. I want to see how much damage that does to the actual Marvel brand, or Feige's Marvel brand, the MCU overall. I'm seeing a lot of discourse behind whether people gonna show up for Black Panther or not. Like, I think they're on the downward spiral. Well, they was already on the downward spiral, but Black Panther, 800 mil, the second one. This one does what? 6, 5?
We'll see. We gotta see if
'Cause-
it does. It depends on how they. You know, it's all about marketing, and I talked about this on the stream earlier.
Yeah.
About how black people are marketed to differently than whites, and that's
Yeah.
why they can sell people a bag of nickels and call it gold.
I like my golden nickels, man. Nah, just
Hey, you spent that dollar. You
yeah,
spent that dollar.
spent that dollar. Yeah, he know. I know he looking back at that like, oh shit, I cast that dollar in. Dang.
Yep. You
Damn,
spent that
damn.
dollar. You could have been any. You could have, because he, again, I believe he had the same cachet as Mahershala Ali. Honestly, that he has respected Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
But
most
one
def.
of them-
And I
but
think
one
he
of them-
is. I think him being the upcoming new black talent, because I think he's a leading. He could be a
He's
leading man.
He's
You
a
know what I'm
leading man.
saying?
Pure-
I think he
period.
has that.
Yeah, he's a
So-
leading man.
Yeah, that hurt because now one of the biggest things in the movie universe, which is Marvel and stuff, like you done over there for the most part. Well,
Yup.
what's next for you over there at Marvel? Maybe a cameo now, maybe you show up in something, maybe or not. Which I'm leaning more so your character is just done. You done out here. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of wasted that dollar, bro. Good season.
Right. But
Good season.
So again, I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that Marvel showed his hand. It told you exactly what it wanted to do. And I don't know why y'all mad now. I don't know why y'all mad now. Because
you know what's crazy? I don't mean to cut you off. I just thought about it. The showrunner or showrunner came out about Wonder Man now and saying how everything was ready to go. I done wrote an episode, contracts were signed, all this, that, and the third, and then they just pulled the plug on it.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro. But they did that with Blade too. Blade was in production,
ready to go.
Because we still think like Blade was just on paper. No, Blade was in.
No, Blade was ready to go. Yeah, it was in pre-production. It was almost about to go into. Yeah, I didn't even know this. Rejects Black Panther TV spinoff idea. I don't want to do a TV show. A whole list of things that I'm excited about, and none of those are I'm excited about, and none of those are franchises.
Shit.
Black Panther star Chadwick Boseman said he's not interested in a spin-off TV series for the superhero movie. The film came to the Marvel Cinematic Universe last year, and the sequel is set to follow in 2022. Multiple MTV I'd never seen this, so I just went and Googled because I'm going down the list because they like to bury stuff. That's how I found out about
the money issue.
Not getting paid. Yep, because the internet likes to bury stuff, especially if it's from a big corporation like a Variety or something like that. They will scrub it from the internet. They will scrub it. But I didn't know this. It said multiple TV shows are now being created for the Disney Plus TV series, but Boseman, who plays the title role in the film, doesn't want to be a part of any potential new shows. So that whole Wakanda TV show, he never wanted that. He didn't want nothing like that. I'm trying to tell you, he was rejected. Man.
It just go back to it, but that go back to that article, that we bring up all the time about him having
the money
issues, not being paid right. I don't think his script was honored the way that they trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that they were really friends with Chad like that. I don't think nobody, because Chad, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is just what I think. I ain't got no proof, but Chad is a professional. He's a professional, right?
Hold up, wait a minute. You trying to get a job interview at 9:30 at night? What kind of job is this?
It's at Sarfino's Pizza.
At the pizza place? Where the pizza place at?
It's in Lee Summit.
Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. I thought you was talking about this morning. What time is the thing? Send me the address. I'll wrap this up here.
Well, let's wrap it up there, man. You got to go and
I didn't know.
It's 9:30 at night.
Yeah, what
hey, it's going him and the Ninja Turtles, man.
Yeah, look.
I wish don't worry, everybody here thinks it's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Nobody has a job interview at 10 o'clock at night unless you have a job. Either just there's a couple things you can sell about starting at 10 o'clock at night.
And it ain't
What is a Gohan for? What are you talking? What are you talking about? All right, I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. Are they talking about the bang? Oh my god.
No.
That's exactly what this is.
But no. All right, I'll be there in a minute because I gotta wrap it up. I didn't know it's a 15-minute drive. How you gonna get there every day? Thank you.
I was hoping you could take me because it is around 5.
5 in the do you know how much traffic it is around that time? That's what I'm saying. You got 4.
If we leave early.
All right, we'll get to that anyway. Lord mercy. But anyway, all right. So let me just read this real quick because I think Chad was just shutting a lot of stuff down. It said multiple TV shows are now being created for the Disney Plus TV series, but Boseman, who plays the title role in the film, again, he's the main character. Let's get this straight. T'Challa, son of T'Chaka, is the main character, not a mantle that's just pressed down to just anybody. It's not. He's the main character. It's not like when Kevin Conroy died, they did just not kill off Batman. So let's just get that out the way. So anyway, it said asked by MTV which Avenger star he'll like to team up with for a new show. Boseman simply replied, "I wouldn't because I don't want to do a TV show. I wouldn't choose one, so I can't answer that." He continued, "I have a whole list of things I'm excited about, and none of those are franchises," which the interview below. So he did this right before 21 Bridges. Boseman is set to return for the title role of Black Panther 2, set for May 2022. Speaking for his hope for a sequel, he said, "Hopefully we can maintain the foundation we set up and build and expand and explore." It showed didn't say anything about having a bastard child. That's what
that didn't happen.
But I think the first thing you need to maintain the foundation. We built a culture in the world, so we have to make sure that we keep that in place.
That foundation got destroyed.
Wait a minute. Marvel Studios casting director Sarah Evans recently revealed that Boseman originally auditioned for the role of Drax the Destroyer before he went on to bag the title role in Black Panther. Just think of him being Drax.
It wouldn't be that Drax.
He sure wouldn't have.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be that Drax.
Wouldn't have. But I think he was telling people no, and he wasn't falling for the okie doke. So that's why I said the money, not falling for the okie doke, all of that, they were gonna get rid of him.
Yeah.
They were trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, I seen somebody drop a video about they was gonna get rid of Chadwick Boseman one way or the other anyway. Like that was the plan.
Yep.
The plan was to write him out of being T'Challa anyway.
Yep.
Now I don't know. I didn't watch that video. I didn't get the opportunity to watch the video. I think I got it on my save list. I'm gonna try to go back and watch it. But like I said, man, you know
But I have it. I had the article. I still have that article where they were talking about that because of the money issues, they was going to allow either her Shuri to be Black Panther, or they were even talking about Namor being a black hero because Namor was going to be black.
Wow.
So in that article. So,
but hey, I mean, it just stuff like that. Just it fits right into the narrative, and I'm not trying to make it fit my narrative, but it fits. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm not trying to put a square peg in a round hole. It's just falling in. It's just fit.
Yep.
And the way that they did him, it just. I mean, come on, man. I gotta call a spade a spade. Walk like a duck, quack like a duck. It's a Drake.
I mean, I'm just saying it's they're showing you the hand. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't want to keep you long. I'm not gonna say it here just because I got 10 at a pizza place. They better not be selling crack out this bitch. They better not be selling booger sugar out this.
Booger sugar.
So yeah. Anyway, what you got coming up, big dog?
Hopefully I got a show for y'all on Wednesday. If not, it'll be Thursday. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh yeah, it'll just be a show. Blues News. That's something for y'all, man.
Okay. Yeah. And then for me, hopefully I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no kid or nothing to take into the doctor, to the moon, to go sell crack late at night at the pizza place. None of that. So I'll be back in the morning. But I'm trying to tonight. I gotta if I finish this documentary up tonight, and it might take me all night because I got it written. I just need to do it and then put all the footage to it. That might be what I put in the morning because it is a dedication to T'Challa, but it's in a way where it's more palatable for certain people. So then I'd be like, oh, you just don't want to, yeah. So yeah, I got this thing written. It's beautifully well written documentary. So I want to see if I can get this done tonight. And if I do, then yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm about to run in here and tell my wife I got a 9:30 at night, interview with the pizza spot. See what she say.
Yeah, let's see how you like your legs. let's see if you keep your legs. I seen your wife work out. Let's see if you keep your legs. That's all I'm saying. I think you like the legs. The legs? I like my legs. The legs is cool.
Yeah, I like my legs.
All right, man. I'll wrap with you. Let's go ahead. Let's wrap up this show, man. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Blur AF. I got to go out here because we got pizza to sell and crack to deliver. So for Puminati and for your man Drake Mac, we are out of here. I just noticed that we had this thing of they can't see us. Well, they can't see you, but they can see us. Peace, Vampire. I'll be back in the morning. Where's the outro at, man? Let's get up out of here, man. This is crazy.